Hey, welcome back for another rip. 91 score Series 2 in search of, I guess there's a Barry Sanders autograph, or certain autographs. That'd be kind of cool to hit one of those. Probably pretty hard. But in search of Brett Favre rookie card. I opened one pack up prematurely off camera, and I hit him, but he's got a corner ding on it. And I don't know where it is right now. But anyways, let's see what we can do here. So, from all you guys who can remember, old enough to remember, or you're knowledgeable, so it's 1991, so it's after the 1990 season. The Giants beat the Bills for their first of 4 losses in a row that they're going to do. Yeah, let's get ripping. This is when I really came into liking football here, so I should remember most of these guys here. So I'm going to point out the Hall of Famers and Pro Bowlers as we go along. I might miss a couple, but there's Andrew Rison, Eric Bieniemy for Notre Dame. He had a couple good years for San Diego. Ernie Mills. Herman Moore rookies in here too. Cool. He was good. And he was good in Tecmo Bowl, for you guys that remember him, Super Tecmo Bowl. Mike Pritchard for the Irish or Colorado, one of the two. Don't remember him. Jerome Brown, passed away too soon. Good player. Pro Bowler, Demonte Dawson, Kevin McCants, Guy McIntyre, John Kidd. Hopefully it's not the last Brett Favre that I pull. That will really suck. Brian Noble, Don Griffin, Frank Stamps, Phil Simms, Hall of Fame Pro Bowler. Reggie White, Hall of Fame Pro Bowler. Thurman Munson. Thurman Munson. The wrong sport. This guy was awesome. He could do it all, man. Run, catch. He was great. Ricky Urbans. Ricky never made it out. Sean Moore. Derek Thomas. Another guy passed away too young. I think he died in a car accident. Oh, cool. Throwback card. Stan Jones. Thurman Thomas again. Anthony Thompson. Leon Seals. Darryl Green, the fastest man in the NFL for many, many years. Guy had wheels. Steve Tasker, I believe he's a Pro Bowler too. Pat Leary. Yeah, Darryl Green, obviously a Hall of Famer. This will be a long one. I think it's not quite a box. But, somewhere around there, give or take a few. Joe Jacoby, James Thornton, Rick Keene, Mike Mahorn, Mark Boats. This is the O-lineman, I have no idea who it is. Don Musbar. Don't know this guy. John Williams, nope, never heard of him. Andre Bad Moon Rison. Is that Johnny Johnson? Yeah, one of these my old Johnny Johnsons from Super Tecmo Bowl. Paul Justin, John Carney, Tony Page, Michael Brooks, Fred Barnett, I believe he was a Pro Bowler. He was my, I guess this is Ricky. He was my my guy back in the day. I'm a Phillies fan since Randall Cunningham days, so I definitely remember him. Jim Sco, Johnny Meads. Yeah, it's kind of weird that the upper deck from this 91 stuff isn't worth much. The score is worth more. It's kind of funny. Kevin Mack, I think he's a Pro Bowler. Bruce Reimers. Oh, Steve Young, here's the man. This guy's awesome, man. Love Steve Young. Yeah, he didn't play much. This is he was still riding bench from Montana. Love Steve Young. I need his rookie. His USFL one's pretty expensive. The Topps one's affordable. Jim Lacey, never heard of him. This is Richard Johnson, corner. Thurman Thomas again. Wrong rookie card we're looking for. Lawrence Stacy. Brent Williams, Eric Howard, Visek Ahema. Remember he did the knockout punch on the end zone there. That was pretty cool. In the bag there. Ken O'Brien. I just watched the show Marino to Elway there, ESPN 30 for 30. He got drafted before Marino did. Marino's stock in the draft fell through because he was rumored to have a coke habit, which wasn't true. But Ken O'Brien still had a nice career, but he's definitely no Dan Marino, that's for sure. But he did have a good career. Mike Ruzak, Roger Ruzak, Greg Jackson, Dexter Carter, Aaron Craver, Ruben Mays from North Battleford, Saskatchewan, man. I'm from Canada here, so I'm from a town about an hour away from there, so yeah. He was okay. He had an okay career. Hope he got an NFL pension. Who's this? Keith Byers? Keith Jackson. Joe Montana. Nice. That's in pretty nice shape. Not sure what that catches. That Pepper Johnson, I think. Yep. Henry Eller, this guy was a stud on NFL Super Techno Bowl. He was right up there with Rice. Rod Woodson. Great player. Eric Turner. Lee Johnson. Junior Seau, unfortunate death. That sucks. Obviously a good player, Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. Shane Cullen, Richard Johnson, John Stevens. I might pick up a couple more boxes of these, see if they're cheap. Try to get myself a PSA 10. Brett Favre. Or Stadium Club, something like that. Joe Jacoby, James Thornton. Brett's definitely, you want his rookie if you're a football fan. Keith Horn, Mark Bortz, don't know this dude. Bruce Armstrong. Come on, the rookies here. Adrian Cooper, Ricky Irvins, Sean Moore, Derek Thomas. That's the same pattern again. Stan Jones, Dave Craig. He was in a Pro Bowler. He's had a good career. Lots of turnovers. Felix Wright, Lon Johnson, Pete Holohan, Brent Williams, pardon me. Mark Logan, fullback. I don't see too many of those guys anymore. Richard Dent was a Pro Bowler. 85 Bears, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows about them. Ronnie Lippett. Bernie Blades, I believe, was a Pro Bowler. Tony Stargell. That's Andre Reed. Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. Marion Butts, remember him from Tackle Bowl? Not Glenn Anderson. Neil Anderson. He had a couple good years and he never really heard from him again. He took over from Walter. Big shoes to fill. Hey, Ernest Biner. Pretty famous for that fumble for Cleveland there against Denver. Eric Bieniemy again. Keith Hamilton. Mark Bavaro, he was a Pro Bowler. Won Super Bowl that year. Keith Jackson, he's a Pro Bowler. Him and Keith Byers went to Miami, and you never heard from him again. Teeth Gruniard, Mark Robinson. Starting to worry if that's something that could be the only Brett Favre I pull, man. This is kind of getting a little bit silly here. Reggie White, Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. Ernie Jones, Randy Sims, Grimes, Gary Reasons, Albert Bentley, that dude again, Chris Dolman, we remember him, he's a Pro Bowler. I'm sure he's in the Hall of Fame. Williams, Horizon, Johnny Johnson, Paul Justin, some quarterback that never made it. Pat Leary, Carnell Lake, Kyle Clifton, Bubby Brister, Reggie Cobb. I'm going to be careful the way you open these up. See, give them corner dings. Tim Goad, John Bailey, James Hasty, Lawrence Taylor, Hall of Famer, Brett Perryman. He's a good receiver for Detroit. Andre Reed again. Dennis Bird, poor guy, got paralyzed. Marion Butts, Neil Anderson. He really a kicker. He put a kicker like that on there. Joke. Ernest Miner. Jesse Hester. Jim Everett. Don't call me Chris one more time. I dare you to call me Chris one more time. Look that up on YouTube. He's a Pro Bowler. J.T. Smith. Wilbur Marshall. He's a Pro Bowler. Sure he made the Hall of Fame too. Rob Moore. Don't call me Chris. I bet you don't call me Chris one more time. I bet you I do. Guy calls him Chris. And he gets knocked around a little bit. Well, I didn't punch him, but threw him over the table kind of thing. Reggie Roby. Tunstlet Ilkin. Jeff Query. Russell Maryland. He gets picked up by Dallas. Pro Bowler. I think so anyways. Seth Joyner was a Pro Bowler. Warren Moon's definitely a Pro Bowler. Hall of Famer. Derek Russell. Come on, rookies. Greg Lewis. Bobby Humphrey. Sterling Sharp, man. What could have been with that guy? He was great for a while. Jeff George. His Pro Set card was Pro Set 90 was all the rage. Chip Blanks. Ronaldo Torble. Jay Schrader. He had a decent career. He was pretty good. Tommy Kane. Haywood Jeffries. He was good in Super Tech Mobile too. Greg Lloyd, definitely a Pro Bowler. I'm not sure about the Hall of Fame, but he's definitely good. Jeff Jagger, Wade Wilson, I think he won a Pro Bowl. He was a good journeyman quarterback. Mike Golick, Doug Reisenberg, Keith Jackson again. Reggie White, Joe Montana, Pepper Johnson, Henry Ellard, Woodson, Albert Lewis was definitely a Pro Bowler, Steve Broussard, Pete Stoyanovich, Rodney Hampton, Nate Odoms. I think Nate Odoms was a Pro Bowler too. Kevin Mack again, Bruce Reimers, Al Smith, Steve Young again, Broderick Thomas, Warren Moon, Daryl Lewis, that's quite the card, Mark Robinson, Kevin Green, Sack Attack, Derek Thomas, Jerry Rice, that's our first Jerry Rice spotting. Harry Hamilton, Mark Bavaro, Keith Jackson again, Tim Gunrud, Mark Robinson. Steve McMichael, he turns wrestler. Heath Sherman, Hart Dykes, Carl Banks, the Pro Bowler. Not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame or not, but he was good. Joe Jacoby, this is Bruce Matthews. Cool, man. Marvelous Marcus Dupree from ESPN 30 for 30. Sweet. The Best That Never Was. That's a great show, too. Cool. Wish, too bad he would have had a more of a longer career. Wesley Carroll, William Thomas, Scott Miller. Oh, Ricky Waters. Sweet, man. Ricky Waters was awesome. If San Francisco would have kept him in, 94? They would have kept him for 95, 96. I'm sure they would have won another Super Bowl. I noticed a big void in San Francisco 49ers offense when he left. Steve Young would throw to him all the time. He was great, man. Steve DeBerg, Marcus Allen, Hall of Famer. Gary Zimmerman, Gerald Williams, Everson Walls. Yeah, Ricky was good, man. I liked when he went to Philly. They never did nothing with Philly, but never won the show, but he's got the playoffs. That's nice to see Ricky. He was good. Good receiver out of the backfield, too. Chris Carter, Hall of Famer. Jim Jones, I'm sure he made the Pro Bowl. Neil Smith's Pro Bowler. Kevin Walker, Robert Blackmon, Andre Reed again. Not James Brooks. Yeah. See, Pro Bowl helped. Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, Tecmo helps out. Barry Sanders, Mel McGee, Eric Swan, Stanley Richards, Flipper Anderson, Mark Duper, John Offerdale. He's good on Super Tecmo Bowl too. Ricky Jackson, Merrill Hodge. Jeff Wright, Terry McDaniel, Hardy Nickerson, I think he was an all-star, or Pro Bowler, Carl Lee, Kirby Jackson, Thurman Thomas, come on the rookies, Walter Dean, Mark Vanderpool, Howard Griffith, Dennis Smith, Dennis Bird, Chris Bird's the boxer, Tony Page, Michael Brooks, Fred Barnett, Jim Snow, Johnny Meads. Seth Joyner, Jeff Hostetler, he wins the Super Bowl that year. Mark Clayton, Freeman McNeil, Mark Collins. Oh my God, how many times have we seen this card? Like, I wish we had Brett Favre as many we had this one. Mark Vanderpool, Howard Griffith. Oh, same thing again. Marion Butts, Lee Johnson, Junior Seau, Sean Conlon, Richard Johnson, John Stevens. Always get crappy commons, 5 or 6 of them, and you never get 6 of the cards you're looking for. Why does it work like that? It's weird. It is what it is, I guess. James Thornton, Mike Keane, Mike Horan, Mark Bortz, Kevin Mack again. Mike Moonick, never heard of him. Rob Carpenter, Mo Gardner. Geez, that's an all for rookies. Warren Moon, Steve DeBerg, James Brooks, Herschel Walker. Everybody remembers that trade. Yeah, that's well, I guess decent. It's not great season. Dave Craig, Felix Wright, Von Johnson, Pete Houlihan. Herschel Walker, the Great Train Robbery, they say, built Dallas up. Jimmy Johnson got the better of them on that. Barry Foster, he was a Pro Bowler. He just fell off the map. Dean Viciochi, Henry Thomas, William Roberts, William Fuller, Risen, Ernie Mills, Herman Moore again, Mike Pritchard, Louise Bryant, Reggie White, Ray Donaldson, Charles Mann, he was an all-star. Don Murkowski, this is who we're looking for. We're looking for his replacement, Brett Favre. He was a decent quarterback. He got hurt and you never heard from him again, man. That was it. Yeah. Mark Keslow, I think he was a Pro Bowler. Chris Warren was a Pro Bowler. He had a good career. He was part of that 83 draft with Eric Dickerson and L.A. Marino. That's pretty loaded draft year. Naz Worthen, Stephen McDaniel, the wrestler, Heath Sherman, always seen this pack. Then it's Carl Banks, Eric McMillan, Bruce Perkins, Mike Help, Troy Aikman, Chris Dolman, Greg Townsend, Ricky Prohl, that guy played forever, he had a good career. He won a Super Bowl with 99 Rams. Ken Harvey, Gary Plummer, Nesby Glasgow. Come on. You know, at least 2 Favres. The one I got pulled, it's definitely not gradable. Roger Ruzek, Greg Jackson, Dexter Carter, Aaron Carver, Ruben Mays, Montana, Johnson, Ellard, Woodson, Eric Turner, Lee Johnson, Junior Seau, Shane Coleman. Man, how many times have we got this guy? These 2 dudes for? Too many times. Telling you. Reggie White, the Minister of Defense. Ernie Jones, Randy Grimes, Gary Reasons, Albert Bentley, jeez, Herman Moore again, Mike Pritchard, Louise Bryant, Reggie White, Joe Montana, Kevin Porter, Dale Thompson, Ray Bentley, Jesse Hester, Jim Everett, don't call me Chris. I bet you don't call me Chris one more time. Bet you I will. Chris. Actually would like to see him beat up that reporter. That would have been good. Ernie Anderson, Reggie Roby, Husklin, Jeff Query, Russell Maryland. I've seen this pack before. Barry Sanders. Haven't seen this one before. Oh, this one goes for a little bit, I think. John Hanna, Ed King, Walter Dean, Ray Donaldson, Charles Mann, Don Mikowski, Mark Klesko, Chris Warren again. I noticed that last pattern, the last few cards there, the Klesko and Chris Warren. Rookies of the Year, Emmitt Smith, I don't remember Mark Carrier. Mark Logan, Richard Dent, Pro Bowler, Ronnie Lippett, Bernie Blades, Pro Bowler, Andre Reed for the 18th time. This card for the 18th time. Anderson, Biner, Eric Bieniemy, Harvey Hamilton, Mark Bavaro, Keith Jackson, Tim Grove, Mark Robinson. Oh man, really? First pack, I got him, and then no nothing. Getting worried. Getting worried. Frank Cornish, Brian Noble, Don Griffith, Frank Stamms, Phil Simms. This guy got it for the 80th time. Leslie O'Neill, Lewis Oliver, Pro Bowler. Eric Milano in the Pro Bowl. Was in the Pro Bowl. Bruce Pickens, Mike Helt. Otis Anderson, he won the Super Bowl this year. Anthony Thompson, Lance Seals, Darryl Green, fastest man, Steve Tasker. Jeff Hostetler, Mark Clayton, Pro Bowler, Freeman McNeil, Mark Collins, Frank Cornish, Barry Sanders again. Haven't pulled this card yet out. Cha-ching! Here we go, Brett Favre. It's number 2. And he's not going to make a 10. No, one ding there, one ding there. PSA 8 isn't worth it. But still a nice card to have. Damn, why is that gonna... He's in the middle of the pack too and he's all dinged up. There we go. Let's see what sequence he come in. Bobby Wilson, Kelly, Adrian Cooper, Icky Woods, the Icky Shuffle, Sammy Smith, Hassan Jones, Brian Jordan, Owen Smith. Hassan Jones, I think, was a Pro Bowler. Good on Super Tackle Bowl, anyways. Dang it, that Favre man, dinged up in the corners there. PSA 8. Big price drop. PSA 8, PSA 10s. On this new stuff there, like on a classic card, obviously, if you got a PSA 8, that's good, grade it, but on this new stuff, junk wax era, not worth it. Al Smith, Steve Young again, Broderick Thomas, Eddie Anderson, oh god, this guy again, Barry Sanders, still haven't got his base card yet, Willie McGee, Eric Swan, I think was a Pro Bowler, Stanley Richard, Jared Bunch, Brent Williams, Eric Howard, Vi Sikahama, Ken O'Brien, Class of 83, Rick Donnelly. Who did he go for, play college for? Ole Miss? College, Southern Mississippi. I think that's where Eli Manning went to. Eli. I'm not playing for the Chargers. Jeff George, that was 90 Pro set. I would have been rich in 1990. Mike Saxon, Bubba Paris, Vince Buck, Andre Ware. He won the, I think he won the Heisman. There's hype about him when he ever came through. Him and Robin E. Pete, same thing. Yeah, those were some horrible stats. Look at that. Ugh. Warren Moon, John Carney, Darrell Lewis, Mark Robson, Kevin Green sack attack again. Derek Thomas sack attack. I think those kind of look corny, but I think some people like him. Jared Green, Bill Brooks, I think he was a Pro Bowler. Let's see. 62 catches, not bad season. Jeff Lang, that's when this is the time when 80 receptions was pretty big, so that's pretty good. Clyde Simmons, first time seeing him. He is a Pro Bowler. Must have been hurt that year. Yeah, no, it's definitely not an easy task pulling a PSA 10 out of packs. It is super hard. That's why they're worth money. Gaston Green. Brett Jones, he's a Pro Bowler. Haven't seen this pack before. Greg Kraken. Mike Cofer. Dave Zott. Thurman Thomas again. Ricky Waters. RC. Ricky Waters is adopted. I was watching the show on him the other day. Bob Carpenter. Mo Gardner. Warren Moon. Steve DeBerg. Anthony Miller is a Pro Bowler. Oh, first time we've seen Danny. Oh, 3,500 yards for him. That's a bad season for him. William Perry, David Fulcher. Oh, John Elway. That was a great pack. See how these two dogs. They're forever linked on the draft there. Pretty similar. Danny's at the edge though in touchdowns and interceptions and rating, but completions and stuff like that, it's pretty close. Two great quarterbacks. So it's going to be a long one. Got like 10 more packs. Sort the good way guys away from the comments. Nars Worthan, Stephen McMichael, the wrestler, Heath Sherman, Hartley Darks, Carl Banks. I'm seeing the same pattern again. Jeff George, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Brett Favre, the light right in my face. He is definitely not going to PSA. Dang it. Oh, it's number 3. We'll find the other one somewhere. Yeah, ding there, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Dings everywhere. Despite being in the middle of the pack. Centered pretty nice. Yeah, that'd be a 9 at best on a good day. If the grader got lucky the day before. 2 Favres. Okay, I'm going to see this. I'm going to follow this pattern here. See if I can see it again. Okay. Let's see if this picks up again. This is Nasworthen. Steve McMichaels, Heath Sherman, Carl Banks. Bobby Wilson, I don't think he made it. Joe Kelly, Adrian Cooper. Steve DeBerg was okay. Marcus Allen. Al Davis, sure hated him. Hall of Famer. Great player. Gary Zimmerman. Gerald Williams. Everson Walls. Rob Thomas. Andre Waters. Gaston Green. Brent Jones. Greg Kraken. I think we just got this pack. That Bruce Matthews again. Scott Miller. Ricky Waters for the 3rd time. Bob Carpenter. William Perry. David Fuller. John Elway. Flipper Anderson. Mark Duper. The Marks brothers, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper. Ray Agnew, Bert Grossman, Danny Noonan, Leroy Butler, I believe he's a Pro Bowler. Jim Ricker, I've never seen these dudes this pack yet. Bruce Armstrong, he must be old lineman, never heard of him. Eric Turner, Chris Zorich, that Notre Dame. Notre Dame, Buffalo. I always get those mixed up. Colorado. Jake Reed. Bill Musgrave. Oh, that looks like, okay, never mind. I thought that was a Green Bay uniform. Well, buddy, you don't got a future ahead of you in Green Bay. Eric Bolton. Vinny Testaverde. Heisman Trophy winner. Long career, this guy. Took him a while to get off, but he had a good career. I don't think he's Hall of Fame worthy, but he had a good career. Reggie Langhorne, Leslie O'Neal, Robert Clark. I think Robert Clark's Pro Bowler. Mitchell Price, Scott Davis, Simon Fletcher's a Pro Bowler. Tim McDonald. Oh, he played for them, eh? I think he's a Pro Bowler. I know he won the Super Bowl with 49ers or 94. God, what an NFC Championship game that was. So pumped about that one. Jarvis Williams, Jim Lacey, never heard of him. Vince Clark, Bruce Smith, we know him. Another Barry. Sanders card, still not his base. The leader, yeah. Tex Graham. Marvelous Marcus Dupree. I want to send this away to get him to autograph it. That'd be awesome. Michael Irvin. Obviously a Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. So, why can't the Brett Favre be in this shape? Yeah, that's... I guess you guys can't see my lighting sucks. My shitty bungalow house, as I've said. Yeah, that's a nice shape. I don't think he's worth getting graded though. Al Toon's a Pro Bowler. Ron Hall, Anthony Miller's a Pro Bowler. Danny Marino, Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. Nice and easy to open these packs. No scissors required. Donald Wolford, Aaron Wallace, Marvelous Marcus Dupree. Here we go. Yeah, he didn't play much. 72 yards, man. Yeah. Ligament USFL. Back. Sam Seal, Ken Launer, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice. We're still looking for his base card. Who is this dude? Mark Carrier. Rookies of the Year. I like this design, old school. Kind of looks like 72 Topps baseball. Ed King, Greg Townsend, Ricky Prohl, Ken Harvey, Larry Plummer. He played for San Fran, won some Super Bowls. Nesby Glasgow from Scotland. Would like a Jerry Rice too. That'd be nice. Kevin Haverdink, Rod Woodson. That's a good card. Nope, not his rookie. That's a rookie's 89 top. I want this 89 Topps. Vance Johnson. He's a Pro Bowler, I think. Decent year, 4 reps. Kirk Loudermilk, Will Wolford, Bad Moon Rising, Jared Bunch, Derek Russell, Greg Lewis, Bobby Humphreys, Sterling Sharp, Jim Lassie, Randall McDaniel. There we go. Here's Jerry, man. Speak of the devil. Nice. And Dion, Primetime Sanders. Sweet. Oh, 100 receptions. I ordered 89 Topps traded. That's just loaded with rookies. So I got Dion coming, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikman. That's a nice looking set too. Being from Canada, we never seen Topps football cards. The first time I seen football cards was 90 Pro Set. So for me to see them was just an anomaly. Like, I just still think they're super, super cool. Just never seen them here. And trust me, it's not for me going to a lack of card shops. Mike Cofer, Dave Zott, Chris Carter, Hall of Famer. What kind of year did he have? Oh, 27. Yeah, he wasn't in his Pro Bowl form yet. Jimmy Jones, Neil Smith, this dude again, Mo Gardner, Warren Moon, Steve DeBerg, James Brooks, Barry Sanders, still looking for his base, John Offerdale, Ricky Jackson, Pro Bowler, Merrill Hodge, Randall McDaniel. I think Randall McDaniel got into the Pro Bowl. Let's give this a clean up. Come on, Barry Sanders base. Jeff George, 90 Pro Set. Mike Saxon, Bubba Paris, Vince Buck, Andre Rare. Need him and Rodney Pete. I always put those guys together. Henry Allard, Rod Woodson, Eric Turner again, Chris Zonch. Don't Call Me Chris. J.T. Smith, Wilbur Marshall, Rob Moore, Jerome Brown. Not much for stats on that one. Well, you're not going to get too many picks working the D-line anyways, right? Mitchell Price, Scott Davis, Simon Fletcher, Tim McDonald, Jarvis Williams, Eric Moulton, Vince Clark, Bruce Smith, Barry Sanders again, still looking for his base, Tex Schramm, Swervin Michael Irvin, Al Toon, Ron Hall, Anthony Miller, Dan Marino. We haven't got, oh, Joe Montana. Yeah, maybe Joe Montana's in Series 1. Ernie Jones, Randy Grimes, Gary Reasons, Albert Bentley, Jeff George again. Oh my God, how many times have you seen this? Is that Chris Dishman? No, Richard Johnson. Tony Mandrich, looks like the name. Lawrence Dowsley, Kevin Donnelly, Steve Jackson, Steve Tasker, Pat Larry, Carney Lake. First time seeing this card. Kyle Clifton, Bubby Brishner. At least I think it's the first time seeing that card. Jeff Hostetler, Mark Clayton, Freeman McNeil, Mark Collins, Frank Cornish, Thurman Thomas again, jeez, Dave Fuller, Gene Atkins, Dennis Gibson, Randall Hill, Mike Pritchard, come on rookies, no. Otis Anderson, Anthony Thompson, Leon Seals, Darryl Green, Steve Tasker, oops. Fix this a bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry to my 3 viewers. My 3 viewers, my 4 subscribers. Kevin Mack, Bruce Rimmers, Al Smith, Steve Young, Broderick Thomas, that dude again, Thurman Thomas. Same sequence. Eric Howard, Vi Sikahama, Ken O'Brien, Clyde Banks. 5 packs left. Be nice to pull one more Brett Favre. Jeff Wright. Terry McDaniel, I believe he was a Pro Bowler. Hardy Nickerson, Carl Lee. Haven't seen that card before. Walter Dean, Mark Vanderpool, Howard Griffith. Haven't seen those either. Dennis Smith. Haven't seen this card. Tony Page. Fred Barnett again. Tim Snow, Johnny Meads. That's a pretty bunk pack. 50 bunk. Well, Fitz falling asleep. Frank Cornish, Ryan Noble, Don Griffith, Frank Stams, Phil Sims, Hall of Famer. Haven't seen him for a while. Seen this card a million times. Anderson Lee, Biner, Eric Bieniemy again. Eric Mills, Johnny Stevens, Harris Barton, Rick Carrier. Simon Fletcher, Tim McDonald, seen that pattern. Rob Thomas, Andre Waters, Barry Sanders, Tex Schramm, Marvelous Marcus Dupree, Leslie Carroll, William Thomas, Scott Miller, Leslie O'Neal, I believe he went in the Pro Bowl, Robert Clark, Swervin' Michael Irvin, Al Toon, Ron Hall. Ernie Jones, Randy Grimes, Gary Reasons, Albert Bentley. No way, I haven't seen him before. Haven't seen him before either. Carol Lake, Reggie Cobb, Bobby Brishner, Jacob Green, Bill Brooks. That was a crappy pack. Last pack. One more Favre. Come on, baby. Let's go. Troy Jacoby, James Thornton, Mike Ken, Kevin Horan, Mike Browitz. Here's the rookies. Come on. No. Herschel Walker. That is it. So, 3 Favres. One, I don't know where it is, but they're all the same though. They all got nicks. So, a couple bucks on eBay, that's it. That's all they're going to fetch. And Ricky Waters. I'm glad I got him. He's a good player. Always liked him. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. I got 91 score, search for Mickey Mantle autographs. We got 92 pro set there, looking for Patriots coach there, Belichick. So we got other stuff, so stay tuned. I got some 89, 90 NBA hoops coming too, so that should be good. Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.